Jai Sai Ram, Shri Sai Satcharitra Chapter 50 Part 1 Stories of Kakasaheb Dixit, Shri Tembe Swami, Balaram Dhurandhar. Chapter 50 of the original Satcharitra has been incorporated in Chapter 39 as it dealt with the same subject matter. Now, Chapter 51 of the Sai Satcharitra has been treated here as Chapter 50. This chapter gives the stories of Kakasaheb Dixit, Shri Tembe Swami, and Balaram Dhurandhar. Preliminary Victory be unto Sai, who is the mainstay of the Bhaktas, who is our Sadguru, who expounds the meaning of the Gita and who gives us all powers. O Sai, look favorably on us and bless us all. The sandalwood trees grow on the Malaya mountains and ward off the heat. The clouds pour their rain water and thereby cool and refresh all the people. The flowers blossom in the spring and enable us to worship God therewith. So, the stories of Sai Baba come forth in order to give solace and comfort to the readers, both those who tell and those who hear the stories of Baba are blessed and holy, as also the mouths of the former and the ears of the later. It is well established fact that though we try hundreds or means or sadhanas, we do not attain the spiritual goal of life unless a Sadguru blesses us with his grace. Hear the following story in illustration of the statement. Kakasaheb Dixit, 1864 to 1926. Mr. Hari Sitaram, alias Kakasaheb Dixit, was born in 1864 AD in a Vadnagara Nagar Brahmin family at Kandwa. His primary education was done at Kandwa, Hinganghat, and secondary education at Nagpur. He came to Bombay for higher education and studied first in the Wilson College and then Elphinstone College. After graduation in 1883 AD, he passed his LLB and solicitor's examination and then served in the firm of the government solicitors Messrs. Little and Co. and then after some time started a solicitor's firm of his own. Before 1909 AD, Sai Baba's name was not familiar to Kakasaheb Dixit, but after that he soon became his great devotee. While he was staying at Lonavala, he happened to see his old friend Mr. Nana Sahib Chandorkar. Both spent some time in talking about many things. Kakasaheb described to him how, when he was boarding a train in London, he was met with an accident in which his foot slipped and was injured. Hundreds of remedies gave him no relief. Nana Sahib then told him that if he wished to get rid of the pain and lameness of his leg, he should go to his Sadguru Sai Baba. He also gave him all the particulars of Sai Baba and mentioned to him, Sai Baba's victim I draw to me, my man, from far off, or even across the seven seas, like a sparrow with a string fastened to its feet. He also made it clear to him that if he be not Baba's man, he would not be attracted to him and given a darshan. Kaka Sahib was pleased to hear all this and said to Nana Sahib that he would go to Baba, see him and pray to him to cure not so much his lame leg, but bring round his lame, fickle mind and give him eternal bliss. Sometime after, Kakasaheb went to Ahmednagar and stayed with Sridhar Kakasaheb Mirkar in connection with securing votes for a seat in the Bombay Legislative Council. Mr. Balasaheb Mirkar, son of Kakasaheb Mirkar, was a Mamladar of Kopargan, also came at the time to Ahmednagar in connection with the horse exhibition there. After the election business was over, Kakasaheb Dixit wanted to go to Shirdi, and both the Mirkars, father and son, were also thinking in their house about a fit and proper person as a guide with whom he should be sent there. There, Sai Baba was arranging things for his reception. Shama got a telegram from his father-in-law at Ahmednagar stating that his wife was seriously ill and that he should come to see her with his wife. Shama, with Baba's permission, went there and saw his mother-in-law and found her improving and better. Nana Saheb Panshe and Appa Saheb Gadre happened to see Shama on their way to the exhibition. Dixit was there and take him to Shirdi along with him. Kakasaheb Dixit and Mirkars were also informed of Shama's arrival. In the evening, Shama came to Mirkars, who introduced him to Kakasaheb. They arranged that Shama should leave for Kopargan with Kakasaheb by the 10 o'clock night train. After this was settled, a curious thing happened. Balasaheb Mirkar threw aside the veil or covering of Baba's portrait and showed the same to Kakasaheb. He was surprised to see that he, whom he was going to meet at Shirdi, was already there in the form of his portrait to greet him at this juncture. He was much moved and made his prostration before the portrait. This portrait belonged to Megha. The glass over it was broken and it was sent to Mirkars for repair. The necessary repairs has been already made and it was decided to return the portrait with Kakasaheb and Shama. Before 10 o'clock, they went to the station and booked their passage. But when the train arrived, they found that the second class was overcrowded and then there was no room for them. Fortunately, the guard of the train turned out to be an acquaintance of Kakasaheb and he put them in the first class. Thus, they travelled comfortably and alighted at Kopargan. Their joy knew no bounds when they saw their Nana Saheb Chandorkar, who was also bound for Shirdi. Kakasaheb and Nana Saheb embraced each other and then, after bathing in the sacred Godavari river, they started for Shirdi. After coming there and getting Baba's darshan, Kakasaheb's mind was melted. His eyes were full of tears and he was overflowing with joy. Baba said to him that he also was waiting for him and he sent Shama ahead to receive him. Kakasaheb then passed many happy years in Baba's company. He built a vada in Shirdi, which he made as his more or less permanent home. The experiences he got from Baba are so manifold that it is not possible to relate them all here. The readers are advised to read a special Kakasaheb Dixit number of Sai Leela magazine, volume number 12 and page 6 to 9. We close this account with the mention of one fact only. Baba had comforted him by saying that in the end he will take him in the air coach, that is Vimanam, secure him a happy death. This came out true. On the 5th of July 1926 AD, he was traveling in the train with Hemband and talking about Sai Baba. He seemed deeply engrossed in Sai Baba. All of a sudden, he threw his neck on Hemband's shoulder and breathed his last with no trace of pain or uneasiness. Jai Sai Ram.